Hello everybody, it is the Baron here, and let me tell you a little story. So, I wasn't going to put out a Satisfactory video until Update 6 is finished. But then, of course, I've done so much work on it, I thought, oh, I've got so much to show, train stations and everything, why not make a video? And then, I thought, oh, hang on it, let me just make some of these first. Let me just get things started so I've got these under production. Well, for those of you that have tried to make these, you'll know just kind of what of a pain I've been through. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of what I've had to do just to get these in production. And you're going to go through lots of locations that are in complete chaos and carnage because I haven't had time to tidy them up. But, yeah. Enjoy the walk. So, the first thing obviously I've been working on is my train station. So let's go down to the train station because that's a good point to start from. Pop down to our train station. This is our central train station. I've got quite a few train stations. Get your tickets. You get several platforms. Some of the platforms have got multiple trains coming to them. I'll catch a train on this station. So I'm currently here in the world. And the nitrogen gas, or my nearest nitrogen gas that I could get, is way down here. So I thought, okay, it's not a problem. Let's just, use my train network to pick up some nitrogen gas. I mean, how difficult can that be? Ah, dear me. A waiting room in here. So check the timetable. Come on, train. Where are you? Hello, train. Very nice. Beautiful graphics in this game. Why do I feel like Monty Python? Oh, wonderful plumage. It's a dead parrot. I'm on train. Here he comes. In fact, this is the right one. This is the right train I want. I've got different colour trains coming to this station because I've got different places they go to and what they do. So this one's actually dropping off my nitrogen gas, of all things. If it doesn't actually take it, it means it's full. I'm thinking it's probably full. Yeah, it's not taking it, so... the current gas canister, which is that big thing over there, you can see on the right, is currently full. So we can go for a little journey. That place down there, Zegama Beach. A little nod to Starship Troopers. We'll pop down there later. We've got some good stuff down there. We do that on the way back. We shouldn't hang around in here long. This is just like a through station for this train. There's nothing for it to do. Thinking. Come on, let's go. I want them to stop a little bit. I can make it so they don't stop. If I make it so they don't stop, and I'm actually standing at the station and I need a ride off, then I want them to wait long enough for me to actually run up and get on the train. Now, I have obviously got my road network still. And along with that, I've also got hypertubes going most places. Most places in the northern part of the map is linked up by hypertube. I do not have, as it stands, a hypertube that runs from the northern part of the map, which you can see here, this city, the central city, to where we're currently going. In time, I will yeah, in time I will build a road network down there as well to that location. And then the center of my roads, if you've seen it elsewhere, I run not just lights, but also a hypertube system. So that I've just basically got every option. I can drive if I want to. I can just jump in a hypertube if I want to. I can get on a train if there's one nearby. Or I can walk. All depends what I'm doing. I mean, if I want to sit here and drink a cup of coffee and let it get on with it like I'm like right now, I can sit on a train. I don't have to touch the keyboard. I can relax. I can think about what I'm going to try and sort out next. As opposed to driving, which is a little bit more, obviously, you know, I have to focus. And walking, it's just trying not to get eaten. So this, this location was somewhere that I was building a train system to anyway, just so that I could set up power on these oil nodes. Now I have started a little bit of the nuclear power plant, but I wanted to utilize more oil. So I started doing this oil area. I thought, well, this oil area is the closest point I have to the nitrogen gas. So why don't I go and get nitrogen gas here? And is there a car here I can borrow? Yeah. Let me show you where this nitrogen gas is. Because yes, I've built a road. You're probably thinking, well, why have you built a road? I mean, you just got to get nitrogen gas. And yes, I haven't put sides on my road yet. So I could fall off the side. No lighting, nor anything. This is literally... You've been wondering what I've been doing with my time? Well... Massive road coming up. Because this road doesn't just go to the nitrogen gas. I'll explain in a moment. So the nitrogen gas isn't very far off. That's why I decided, you know, here would be good. Let me just pull into this little gap, because there are trucks that come along this road, and I don't want to be in the way of a truck. Let me just pull into this little gap. Okay. So, over there, you can see there's like a little bit of a concrete column. But the nitrogen gas is actually by there. So it's not far away at all. Thought perfect. Let's just, you know, run, you know, a pipe all the way back. And then he was like, oh, hang on a minute. This is not enough. Like, I need to put it in a bottle. And the bottle needs aluminum or aluminium bottles. It's not just a plastic bottle like you can do for the fuel. It's like, okay, all right. So now I got to look for bauxite. And bauxite, there is one, and it's way up along this coast. It's kind of around here on the map. So I then had to build a bauxite location and brought that back. And then it's like, oh, hang on. To finish the bauxite off to make aluminium, I need coal. And there's no coal anywhere near here. So my nearest coal... And then you can see why this just became like an ever-growing hell. And nearest coal is why I have this road. Because you could say, well, why don't you bring some coal from Central City down the rail line? You've already got a rail line built. I was like, well, I've kind of used all of the coal I've got up there. In fact, I could do with more coal back at Central City. My steel plant is ate up all of my spare coal. I think I gotta go get some more coal. Oh, here comes a lorry bringing coal. That's a coal lorry going past right now. So I have a shuttle service of lorries getting coal and taking it all the way back to my train station so that I can make the bottles for the nitrogen gas. So I can eventually send back gas in a bottle on the train to then be unbottled at the other end. Now, I could send the bottles back But no, I'm just going to destroy the bottles at the other end at Central City, and new bottles get created at this end. So once you set up the production line, you might as well let the production line do its thing. And if you send the excess bottles into like your recycler, you're going to get tokens, so I can spend them on other stuff. So I'm actually purposely like making stuff now to recycle at the moment. And yes, I am still driving. This road just goes on and on. So those of you that started in the Plains location, that the normal starting area, should we say, probably know of this location that I've gone to now for my coal. It's the lake where there's loads of coal around. So I've built a small little coal plant here just to power all of the various machines I need in this area for it to function. And then there's a drop off, which I'm at here first, where the truck brings fuel, as in canned fuel, here first. And then once it's unloaded, it then goes forward and it picks up the coal. And then it heads all the way back. So yes, the small little, oh, let me just build a little something so I can make some bits and pieces, has kind of turned into an absolute nightmare project that I wasn't planning on making. Let me show you what else I've been up to. Okay, so here we are back near the city, and we're back at Zegama Beach. On the way to Zegama Beach. We have Macadam Road. So what I have is, anybody that's a member of my Patreons, I do try and stick them into my games that I play. So a lot of stuff around here is named after my Patreons. But first of all, I'll show you the house, number 1. In this house at the moment, I have, oh, some lights on, got some carpets. It's like supposed to be the living room. There's like a kitchen, some table, fireplace, stairs going up. Bedroom, I want to raise the bed a bit more. Storage, closet area. There's not a lot of things in the game piece-wise to try and put together a house, but did the best I could on that one, I think. Zegama Beach. No arachnids around here at the moment. So here we have Maggie's Diner. Tables and chairs. There's actually some food. Need food. Way's restroom. Yes, there are toilets. Toilets. Trains going overhead. You have Dread Lake Fishing. So this is like a little beach resort I'm trying to make. I'm going to put some houses down here as well along the edging. Because, I mean, the main plot line of the story, as far as I can gather, is that people on Earth are ill. There's some major outbreak or something, and I'm out here looking for artifacts and doing all these bits and pieces to ship stuff back. But I'm there thinking, well, once people are well, or when they've got, you know, people that are okay, well, they can send them here to live, can't they? They got jump jet jumpers, and this is just some fun for the kids and all the family to go and splash. Hopefully make it to the water. It would be possible to actually not make it to the water. That's the real one. The real one is the risky one. For those who are really into danger, try and see if they can make it into the water off the real one. Or they're going to land on the beach and splat. So say I've got a house, so I want to try and get some more housing. Maybe different colour housing. Slightly different styles. That's more of a kind of like just a relaxed project to try and flesh out some areas. At the moment, I am just in deep with regards to try and get like the whole nitrogen thing working smoothly, and then that whole road system, as you can see here, that I put lighting on them. This one here doesn't have a hypertube down the middle because the hypertube is currently on the side. Now, I have some people are basically saying, oh, why don't you make some of your roads curved nicely? Because you can see this bit is jagged. Well, I have tried every method that I can find with regards to doing smooth curved roads. And there are a few places on my map where I do actually have smooth curved roads. But I can't use them with my basic style. Not that I know of. If somebody knows of a way to use smooth curved roads with a style of road whereby I have this side for traffic going one way, this side for traffic going the other way, and in the middle I have this raised concrete piece with lighting, and also in certain places the tubes. And that's my issue, because if I curve this outer edge here, all of the pieces basically slowly angle round and then come into straight lines. So this is the tight inner edge. And if they're black and they're all this tarmac, then the fact they're all laying on top of each other doesn't clash at all. But any kind of concrete with these patterns and stuff, you start overlaying these on top of each other, and the Z-axis fighting gets really bad and flickery, and it just looks absolutely awful. Awful to the point whereby I would rather have jagged roads than all the Z-axis fighting, because it flickers really badly. And not only that, because you're smoothing the outside edge, these pieces here, these concrete pieces, they won't be just as smooth. They'll be jagged on the edge, and the whole end effect just doesn't look very good. So I have tried every method I can come across with regards to doing smooth cornering, but I just can't get any that actually look nice. I get run over by various trucks. I've got currently 4 trucks on my roads at various places doing different jobs. 3 trains, 2 drones. Yeah, so my traffic isn't as heavy as I want it to be. I want more road traffic. I'd want a couple more drones, and ideally, once I finish, maybe another 5 or 6 more trains to different parts of the map. But there's a lot of map left for me to go on this playthrough. The whole plains area here has got enough there for me to make another little small city, making some produce that I can then not make at the central city and ship it back. This whole area, the desert area, I can do some stuff with. Swamps. And obviously the new area when it's built on update 6. So there's plenty of places for me to send trains to. I'll also want a train system set up somewhere to deal with all of the radioactive material, to get rid of that. So there's plenty more scope here for me to add more transport. And then I've got to start going around and actually tidying up all of these roads. I mean, this road here is floating through the air. I don't like floating stuff. I want to put down support beams and columns to actually, you know, hold the road up. As you can see with the rail, I've got support systems in. I want that with everything. I don't... Although in this game you can quite happily just build floating things, I want it to actually look as though it's actually held up and it's got some kind of strength to it. And what I'll probably do as well is, once I've finished this playthrough and I've added some extra fun features, like I want to build a racetrack on here. I want to try and get a bit more of my various zoo locations built and other things. I will have a go at uploading the save game to my Patreon area. So anybody there, the patrons, if they want to download the save and zoom around the world, either with friends, just on the road races, to try and have a bit of a laugh, to try and see if you can beat each other on the whole massive road network I've got going around here. Or There's sort of stuff I've done in this build that you might think, oh, hang on, I want to have a deeper look to see exactly how he did, you know, whatever it is I've done. How you've got your trains working. Thanks to McCadden for assisting with that one. Another little fun things like that. And then, of course, you can get hold of the save game yourself and go and check out places and see exactly what I've done. Right, well, that's enough for this episode. I'm hoping you enjoyed that. I am going to get back to try to fix the absolute carnage that came from doing those little boxes with the nitrogen gas, and then get on with trying to do my first nuclear power plant to get that up and done out of the way. So, busy time ahead. See you all probably for update 6. Although I said that last time. Thank you, everybody. See you all. Bye now.